It's always been said that cycling is a male-dominated sport, but we're here this morning at the Derby Velodrome, where we might find out that things are about to change.
There's a lot more interest in women's cycling. It's becoming more and more popular, but there is a need for women to be encouraged to take up cycling and to give them the facility to do so in a non-competitive environment which they can relax and enjoy. And that's why we've set up with British Cycling this Women and Girls Development Session here at the track.
Because cycling has often been seen as a male-dominated sport, do you think there's still a little bit of stigma attached to it as far as women taking up cycling?
We all know that it has been quite male-dominated over the years, and women are becoming more empowered and taking to cycling for various different reasons, being it for fitness, for sport, for charities, for personal goals, etc. And we wish to enable them to achieve, and running events like this where they feel encouraged to do so is increasingly popular. Everything we're doing is through Samways Cycles Facebook page. People can like Samways Cycles and see what we're doing through there. Also, I contact them through email. I've got a database and I contact them. So we're really building up a community of women, and it's for women to come and see what it's all about and join us.
Have you got a net address or an email address that people can apply to?
Yes, I've got. If you contact me at kate@samways.co.uk. I respond to all my emails that I get. Some people get 3 or 4 emails from me to encourage them on the track. Probably they need advice, or they need confidence, or they need details, and that's why we've got 45 plus women on the track today, is because I give them that service that enables them to feel confident and inspired to come and join and see what we're doing.
And to come here to the Velodrome in Derby, you don't have to be actually involved in the cycling world, do you?
No. All you need to be is to be able to ride a bike and to have the enthusiasm and the confidence to ride a fixed wheel bike, which is a bike with no gears, no brakes, and you have to resist the speed, therefore to slow down and stop.
Well, look behind you now, and look over behind you there, look around the track. I mean, that looks very steep.
Well, on the corners, the pitch is of the track is 42 degrees. Here it's 13. So yes, but speed is your friend on the track. You get to a certain speed, and you're safely riding around on those levels, providing you're keeping a safe distance away from the person.
You almost stick to the track.
You go to a certain speed, and the thing is that the speed of your wheels will mean that you stay upright. You go too slow, you're just going to slide down the track.
I should imagine it's something very exciting to do.
Yes, it is.
And challenging.
It is, and a lot of women feel very frightened and anxious before doing it. But you look at the faces of people coming off the track today, and look at the exhilaration, the excitement,
yes.
The feeling of achieving, which is fantastic. And that's why I want to encourage more women to come on the track.
Yeah, I should imagine there's a lot of women in Derbyshire who don't even know it exists here.
Well, it's not through a lack of promoting the venue on Samways Cycles' part.
No.
If you live anywhere in the East Midlands, you should really have tried to ride this track, male or female, because it is an absolutely fantastic facility for all. And the arena put on rides for children, for male and female of all ages. It's a fabulous facility.
I might have got it wrong. It might be that if you're interested in cycling as a sport, you'd know about here.
Yes. Oh yes. It's we're so lucky to have this facility, and these women that are riding today fully appreciate it, and probably a lot of them have been here more than a couple of times this week alone. They absolutely love it here.
work for British Cycling, and they've got a massive organisation in the UK up to the standard of supporting people in the Olympics. And also you said about there's 2 million women they might help get on their cycles.
Yeah, British Cycling is the national governing body for the sport and sort of participation side of cycling. The main project that they have for women is called We Ride, and what that does is spreads across the organisation, offering opportunities for women to get into cycling. It involves a lot of different activities. The main aim is to get 2 million more women on bikes cycling regularly by 2020.
That's absolutely brilliant. And tell me, sort of who can get involved? Who will they support British Cycling? The average rider, or have they got to be competing, or?
British Cycling supports everyone, really. You don't have to be a member, but membership is a great way to start getting involved and to find out what's going on. The best way to get involved is take a look at the British Cycling website, and whether you're racing, you can look at events, you can look at sort of activities that will get you into racing and support you that way. If you're just getting into cycling, perhaps when you're young, British Cycling have a great programme called Go Ride, which is for clubs for young people around the country, lots of different disciplines, so BMX, road, mountain biking, with coaches that will take those activities in traffic-free environments. For women, why we're here today, you've got activities such as Breeze, and speaking to a lot of the women who are actually Breeze champions, they go out and take rides for groups of women in their own areas, get to know the local areas, have cafe stops, that kind of thing. Beyond that, there's of course a big thriving women's racing team. I'm part of a women's racing team myself, and there's a lot of support there. And like I said, there's just within every kind of way you can interact with cycling, there is just a huge amount of support that British Cycling provides.
And we're here at the Velodrome in Derby. I mean, this hasn't been built this long, has it?
No.
It's a fantastic building.
It's brilliant to come here. I think we're pretty much close to a year since it's been opened, and to see so many people here, also for the building being used in so many ways, and it's already held a lot of really large scale events, like something along the lines of the Revolution cycling series, but to come here on a Sunday afternoon and see, I think there's 50 women or so taking part in these activities that are not only encouraging participation and getting people together to cycle, they're really kind of improving skill, improving sort of building friendships and building a network of people who can sustain themselves and ride regularly.
Have they got a website of yours that they would be best for them to inquire?
Yeah, absolutely. So just visit britishcycling.org.uk, and if you're looking to start cycling, one of the best things to do is find your local club. So you can do that via the website. Also, signing up as a member will give you regular email updates, regular support to find out what's going on. And also it's just a really friendly team with so much going on. You don't have to sort of look at it and think, it's road cycling's not for me, or anything else. There's just a lot going on in different regions, as well as looking for things like school holiday programs, cycling holidays, trying something new.
Right, Tilly and Fiona, it's great to meet you here at the Velodrome in Derby, and I want to ask your daughter here, Tilly, about how she got involved in cycling.
I started when I was 6 with a Go Ride session. It's a programme run by British Cycling to encourage youngsters to get on their bikes, ride their bikes and enjoy it. I did that for a long time. Spalding CC, which is my first club, my local one. And then I got onto a track cluster at Manchester Velodrome and absolutely fell in love with riding the track. And it just went from there, really.
And tell me, you've been riding the track today, and of course we've got some film of you riding on the track. I mean, it looks like dangerously slow to it. And I mean, is it easy, this track to ride?
It's easy the more you do it. The more confident you are, the easier it is to do it, and the more you enjoy it. The first time I went on the track, it was terrifying. You know, it's a stupid angle that you shouldn't be able to stay on, but it is possible, and it's great fun.
Fiona, what have been your worries about Tilly cycling? Have you had a few?
It's always a little bit nerve-wracking watching her on the track from the viewing area, because you can see the angle of the track, but she's had the best coaching and is technically very able, so she's never had, touch wood, she's never had anything awful happen. Normal tumbles that happen are, she's got up and got back on the bike, so I trust her ability.
And of course it's a very healthy, keep fit sport, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. She trains a lot, so you have to be fit to do it, and I think it keeps you fit actually being on the track and riding your bike as regularly as that anyway.
Yeah, and tell me about this club you're involved with.
I'm in EM Velocity. It's a team that's kind of based around Derby. There's 4 of us. We were a team at the Sainsbury School Games last year representing East Mids, and following that, that was great, and afterwards we all needed a team, really. We wanted to be in that environment, and we just thought, well, we might as well just start our own team. So we're all really good friends, and we get on along.
Girls, is it?
It's not. I'm actually the only girl. It's me and 3 boys. So.
Good. But
yeah.
I imagine as you get bigger, there'll be more girls involved.
I hope so. I want to get some more, inspire some more girls to race. It's not an overly competitive group. We all get along really well. We support each other with our racing. We come down and do track league together. So it's just it's supporting each other, really.
Graham, we're here at the Velodrome, and you're one of the coaches here. Is it Derbyshire County Council? Or?
Yes, it's Derbyshire City Council. Sort of working with the head coach, who's Phil Kilpatrick, and the arena staff. And we basically set up session plans for all abilities of riders, from total novices. There's family sessions, there's women's only sessions, and there's paracycling sessions as well. So we have a broad range of cycling groups, and we have right through to racing at the track league on a Tuesday night. So we work from the ground level right through to coaching riders at a structured quality training level.
So if a young person comes to see you here and wants to get involved in track cycling, what would be the procedure?
I would recommend, we can have riders on as young as 9 here. We have got bikes that will take riders as young as 9, but we would encourage them, if they're not in a club already, to join a club which is accredited with British Cycling, and they have to be part of the Go Ride scheme. So 16 and under 23s has become a junior. But yeah, from 12 years onwards, we actually have encouraged young riders to get on the track. There's Go Ride Racing, which is run as part of the British Cycling scheme. And then there's a performance pathway that the kids can get selected for. But we run a cluster, what's called a British Cycling Cluster Club training on a Monday night, again for 12 to 16-year-olds. And we actually give them the skills and the abilities, not so much the performance, but we give them the skills to be able to achieve racing on the track, because it's all different disciplines. So the nice thing about track and coaching track, it's such a multitude of disciplines that we encourage the skills first and encourage the confidence first, for then that allows those riders to then participate in coach-led races, or at the highest level become part of an interregional track team, the East Mids track team, which competes nationally, and then there's the National Youth Omnium Championships as well.
And you told me that you have some disabled people that take part in cycling. Tell me about that.
Yes, I'm a coach for the East Midlands Disability Hub, and every month we have here paracycling sessions. So we have tandems and we have solo cyclists who've got some form of disability, and we get them up onto the track. Some of those guys compete. Those guys compete at a national level, and there's also races for them to participate in, either outdoors or indoors on the track. But it's given them the environment to actually allows them to train in a structured environment, which they haven't had in the East Midlands before. So we're trying to encourage more people with disabilities, whether it's partially sighted or limb, sort of limb deformities or anything like that, to participate. And it's about being all inclusive. We're not trying to be exclusive. We want those guys to participate and feel comfortable in the environment that they come in. So it's a relaxed environment for them.
For cyclists here at the aerodrome, what benefits can they have, sort of in the physical sense?
We get a lot of riders coming from a general club background who ride road bikes, but it's riding a fixed wheel bike with no brakes and one gear is a totally different ball game for them. So it's this concept. They soon find out where the fitness levels are. They may be fit riding a road bike, but put them on here with the nerves, the actual environment of the 42-degree banking. It can be really physically demanding, and a lot of them find out what level they're at, and then we encourage them to perhaps go elsewhere to achieve a fitness that make them better on the track. So either in the gym work on the static trainer, or encourage them on rollers, or just to get out riding the bike generally, so it makes it more enjoyable for them in this environment, because it can be quite difficult.
Ben, I mean, looking at that wall there, I mean, it looks as if you're up at the top and you suddenly stopped, you'd fall off. Is that right?
Yes. If you look at the 42-degree banking, and each track is measured by UCI regulations, you've got to keep a drive on the pedal. There's a minimum speed that you've got to do pedal at, which is around about 14 miles an hour for a novice rider. And as long as you maintain a drive through the pedals, you'll stay on the track, because it achieves that traction through the back wheel. Yeah. But if you actually stop pedalling or you have a puncture, you're just going to fall off the track, and it can have some quite bad consequences, really. If you're right. It's the angle at the bottom of the track is the same at the top, in the middle of the bend. So if you can ride on the black or the red line down at the bottom of the track at 14 miles an hour, you can ride at the top of the track. The physical demands are a lot greater because the actual transitions or the up and down bits of the track are steeper. So as you come out of the bends, you're actually rolling down the hill a lot quicker, but you've also got to go up that hill as well. So you've got to put more effort in, and it's physically quite more demanding than riding down at the bottom of the track. So the physical demands are greater. It's 35 metres further round at the top than it is at the black line. So it's quite a distance. But again, I say that's again why it's more fatiguing, because you're actually, for every one lap, you're travelling 35 metres further distance at the top of the track than you are on the black line. But say different tracks have different angles. At Glasgow, it's slightly narrower, so the banking's actually steeper. It's something like 46 degrees. Sort of quirks and differences and variations, but they're all measured around the black line at 250 metres.
If you live anywhere in the East Midlands, you should really apply to ride this track, male or female, because it is an absolutely fantastic facility for all.